Even though lions are the kings of the jungle, the lionesses are the fiercest ones. No one should ever get close to them, especially when they are hungry, because you never know what can happen. However, lionesses seem to change their behavior once they are put next to people they grew up with, and these upcoming pictures are the perfect example of that. These big cats are majestic creatures, and while everyone wants to get a closer look at them, they are not that happy about meeting people. Although things seem to change when lions are taken in as cubs and they grow up alongside people. Despite being a fearsome predator, some lionesses become friends with humans. This usually happens in zoos. Don't believe me? Just keep watching and see the incredible reunion between a woman and the lionesses she saved when they were just cubs. These two lionesses were saved by a woman who worked at the Malkaya Park Big Cats Rescue Center. A couple years passed since that woman stopped visiting the lionesses, and what happened after she came to visit left everyone in awe. The woman says something to the lionesses, and they instantly recognize her voice. Without giving it a second thought, the two big cats rush to the fence. What happens next will bring a smile to your face. Despite being fearsome predators, the woman was confident enough that the lionesses would recognize her, and she got close to them. However, she wasn't prepared for what the lionesses did next. The woman started receiving big hugs from the animals that she rescued years ago. This is a heartwarming moment, and the people who were around couldn't believe what they were seeing. What would you do if two lions jumped on you like this? I know I wouldn't be too happy about it. But these big cats were as lovely as possible. What they did next will make you drown in cuteness. The lionesses were super happy to see the woman who saved them from harm's way, and they were not going to let go of her anytime soon. The next picture shows us just how happy the big cats are. As we can clearly see, one of the lionesses even starts licking the woman. This is her way of showing love. Isn't this amazing? Then one of them gives a huge hug to her favorite human. The funny thing about this amazing reunion is that the woman didn't have enough strength to move the lionesses aside. She was stuck in a never-ending hug. Good thing the two lionesses weren't planning on hurting her. This reunion was amazing, but you know what's even crazier? A family actually lived with a lion in their house back in 1971. Make sure to stick around and see what I am talking about. This huge lion is called Neil, and the girl next to him is Melanie Griffith. As crazy as this might sound, the Griffith family owns Neil as a house pet. Can you imagine how scary it would be to have a real-life lion next to you? This family doesn't seem to have any problem with that, though. The next photo will shock you. Some people complain that having dogs around the house can be loud and messy, but what about the Griffith family? How much cleaning do they have to do after Neil? Neil is so friendly that even the housekeeper loves spending time with him. While this might be unusual for lions, Neil actually grew up with the family since he was a cub, and this is why he acts so weird. Don't you hate it when you have to write an essay and your neighbors keep making noise? Well, now imagine how scary and annoying it would be to have this huge lion roaring at you. I think it's safe to say that I've seen it all after seeing a woman wrestling with a huge lion in her living room. Can you imagine how crazy it would be to read your newspaper while petting a lion at the same time? On a second thought, this would be quite awesome. Even though the two stories we showed you have been amazing, wild animals are nothing to mess around, and we should never forget that. Just look at how dangerous Neil looks in the next photo. What do you think? Would you adopt a baby lion knowing that it would grow into this?